Thank you so much. It's so exciting to be in your energy. It just reminds me that all is well, and I forgot that until 5 minutes before I got here. My question is, I love your work, and I try and remember to practice it, and I'm in a relationship, and we can go south with each other so quickly.
Have we made our explanation too complicated? I've been studying your work since 1990. I'm trying really hard to remember your words, and so we want to give them to you in an easier to remember format. Get happy in any way you can. If you have to run away from home, do it. If you have to go to the beach every day, do it. Do anything that you can do to get happy. In most cases, it does not involve action, because in most cases, if you take action in your effort to get happy, some boom drops on you, like you get fired and then you don't have any money or something like that. Get happy in your mind. Find a way to make such peace with where you are that you allow your gap to close. That's what getting happy is. It's making peace with where you are, because if you make peace with where you are, this vortex that is spinning will suck you right into the perfection of all of it. Get happy. Simplistic, we know. That's why we write so many books. But then all of those books, you say, oh, there's so much to learn. Look at all of these pages. There's so much to learn. All of these emotions that I didn't even know that I had. And all of these laws. Look at all of these laws. Universal laws. What in the hell is vibration anyway? I don't understand. Ask and it is given. That's bullshit. I've been asking, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? I've been asking, where's my stuff? So we give you all of the words and you say, way too many words, and we say, get happy, and you say, oh, too simplistic. And we say, really, all you got to do is just find a reason to feel good. In other words, that conversation we just had, that was better than the whole seminar put together. You laughed, you know it's true. There isn't anything that is written here that you didn't know the day you were born. We're just reminding you of it. You can tell every time you enter into a conversation that you know isn't going well for you. You can feel it. You can feel when you're defeating yourself. You can feel when you're bolstering yourself. You can feel when you're uplifting another. You can feel when you're deflating another. You know this stuff. No, you know this stuff. You have just, over time, lowered your standards about how you're willing to feel. You've gotten used to being ornery. You're not deliberate about feeling good because you don't understand the power of feeling good, you see. We're not talking about laughing hee-haw off the wall. We're talking about feeling interested in things. We're talking about waking up and being glad that you're awake and glad that you're alive and looking out across the landscape and wanting to see what's there. We're talking about seeing things and feeling interested in them. We're talking about having a conversation with someone across the table and devouring every word and loving the conversation that you're having. We're talking about looking into the eyes of children and babies and animals and lovers and feeling the fullness of who you are. We're talking about getting tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and seeing the world through the eyes of your total self rather than this fragmented one, you see. Just chill out. If people say, how are you? Say, irrelevant. How I are and have been is irrelevant. It's where I'm going that I want to talk about. And they'll say, well, where are you going? And you say, how much time do you have? Because you've got this escrow that you're eager to talk about. And if you talk about where you're going, and the people that you've been used to talking to aren't eager about where you're going or don't get it, they'll stop asking you. They'll stop coming to you and asking for information. But if you talk about where you are or how it's been, so, where are you going?
Massawakening.com. So excited about it. And I'm going towards expansion. And I'm going towards...
What is Mass Awakening about?
Mass Awakening is about creating a bridge for people who think that this stuff is woo-woo and teaching them how they can open into their lives fully.
You have our deepest sympathy.
Do you mean that?
Well, only because when you make other people's connection your responsibility, or even your interest, when you try to teach people things that they are not ready for. In other words, mass awakening, it sounds good, but the reason that it is flawed is because you can't wake up for anyone else. You can only wake up for yourself. So if your website is about your awakening, and all of the details of your awakening, in other words, just be easy about what you're putting out there, because in your opening remarks to us, just now, you are wanting them to wake up, which means you are, in a way, implying that what they're doing isn't right, or what they're doing isn't awake. And they will defend their position, which will be contrast to you. The art of allowing says, this is what I'm doing, and then you just offer a vibration about it and let others come to it. That more or less is what a website is. You're just putting it out there. We just want you to tend to your own vibration and let law of attraction bring those to you who are looking for what you know. Sarah and Esther have just sort of had an experience with Wikipedia, where what was on it was so bogus about Esther, and so they tried to fix it, and somebody just put it right back the way it was, and so they tried to fix it again, and so they've been in this game, and Esther kept saying, you know, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and this morning they got a phone call, and the people that they've been asking to fix it have been banned from Wikipedia. In other words, they can't even do anything on it anymore. And we were explaining that when you shine a spotlight on something that you do not want, it must get bigger. It must get bigger. It is law. So when people talk about healing, sometimes without meaning to, they shine a spotlight on the illness. That's all we're saying. There is not a thing in the world wrong with what you're doing, and we want the success that you want for you. We're just saying, make sure where your spotlight is shined. If you shine the spotlight on something you don't want, it will get bigger. It is law.
I have so many questions. I'd like to know why we are, as humans, so concerned with what others think of us.
Because their response is easy for you to see. And when you get a good response, it feels so good, you keep going for it.
But why? I know that I'm complete and I'm whole being. And I came to this world as a complete being, so I don't need anybody else to complete me or to make me whole.
Well, now let's talk about it in terms of the contrast, though. You see, you were complete as source energy, and yet you came forth, a part of you, wanting to explore contrast for expansion. So you wanted to mix it up with others who were diverse in order for you to come to new conclusions of what could be more. Because as eternal beings, expansion is essential. Without expansion, there cannot be eternity. Because there's no standing still, and law of attraction will not allow regression. There's no going back. The cycle says, I'm source, I come into the physical, I explore, I expand, source holds the expansion, and I catch up now or when I croak. But I catch up.
But why do we need approval? You know, we need that
Well, now let's
confirmation.
talk about that. So this dilemma that you are talking about and we are amplifying, what it's about is, it is a good process of contrast and its potential to serve you going wrong. And we don't want to say going wrong. We just want to say that's where it's at. It's that instead of using the contrast to expand and then quickly catching up with the expansion, people are using the contrast to expand and then holding to the reason that they want the expansion and blaming it as the reason that they're not expanding. That's what's at the basis of all of this. And you could solve it for yourself and everyone who has the benefit of being up close to you if you would announce to everyone, I want you all to know that I'm not holding any of you responsible for my happiness. I hold myself and my ability to focus responsible for my happiness. So if I ever give you the impression that I need you to be different in order for me to feel better, please write down now, I don't mean it. I don't want you to stand on your head. I don't want you to train me away from my guidance system by behaving the way you think I need you to be so that I can feel good.
Yes, I like it.
I don't want you to train me away from my guidance system by buying into the fit I throw when I don't get from you what I think I want. I want to be responsible for the way I feel. And if you've got buggers in your life who will not perform for you, they are your very best friend, because you will soon come to the awareness that you have no control, you see. So many people, governments blowing up other countries, all kinds of people trying to control things that are not controllable simply because they are so sloppy in their thinking that they cannot choose a thought that would line them up. All an individual would have to do is train themselves into thoughts that align with who they are, and they would be fulfilled and joyful, and they would see the world in an entirely different way. But if you're not training yourself to line up with who you are, so you're all emptied out of who you are, feeling insecure and vulnerable, and looking around and saying, it's your fault I don't feel good, it's your fault, it's you the terrorists, it's you the economy, it's you the government, it's you, it's all of you. I need to control you, but I can't. I need to control you that I can't. I need to control you that I can't. Oh, my back is really hurting. I need to control you, but I can't, you see. And when you finally get it, that you can't control, that action isn't the way, that other people's behavior isn't the way, I announce to everyone, I announce to all of you, I hold none of you responsible for the way I feel, because I have the ability to focus into the pockets that feel good. You see, we want you to know that because we have watched this process for so long, we know the emphatic hugeness of the well-being. But you've come to explore the contrast. You see, you're wired that way. People don't think they want contrast, but you do. And people sometimes don't think contrast serves you, as in this discussion that we're having, but it does. It's just a matter of maintaining the only control that you have, which is giving your attention to what you want. We want you to become obsessed with the best parts of your life. If you would become obsessed with the best parts of your life, which means you talk about it and you think about it and you play with it and you observe it and you take pictures of it and you tell others about it and you think about it and you talk about it and you observe it until you activate it in your vibration until more thoughts like it come. If you would become obsessed with the best parts of your life, you would deactivate the parts of your life that you don't want. But when you're obsessed with the parts of your life that you don't want and you keep them active, then there aren't enough helpers in the world to help you get to where you think you want to be. Yeah. Big discussion. In other words, we can't talk about one part about this without talking about all of it, can we?
I was really struck yesterday by the discussion that you had with us about step one. And you've talked about it a little bit today, but I've come to a realization that there are a whole bunch of us here today and yesterday who are extremely deliberate. I guess we deliberately beat the drum when in step one what we see, because it is so real, and we grab onto it.
But think about what you're saying. Step one is the asking phase. And so is it human nature to ask and keep asking and keep asking and keep asking and keep asking and keep asking? And the reason that we're hammering at that is because the asking vibration and the receiving vibration are different. So if you're in this spiral of, I want it, where is it? 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 It's not here, I want it, where is it? I want it, I'm asking, I want it, I'm asking. What happens is you hold yourself in a vibration where you can't receive it because the question is so active within you. You want to ask the question and then deactivate that question within you by meditating, by petting your cat, by going to the beach, by distracting yourself, by focusing upon things that feel better, by looking for things to appreciate. In other words, you cannot get the answer to a question or the solution to a problem when the problem or the question are the most active component of your vibration.
Oh, okay.
This is our short way that you just stepped on our punchline.
Okay.
This is the version, that's the long way of saying, give it a rest. Give it a rest. You've asked. It's answered. Give it a rest. Start watching for the answer. Stop beating the drum of where is it?
Very good. Thank you very much.